Hi Gamereactor friends and welcome to another edition of Gamereactor Live. It's David Caballero with Gamereactor Spain, and today I'm gonna be playing Tell Me Why. Tell me why I'm nothing. Well, it's not that song, it's the new game by Don't Nod, which became experts in narrative, branched narrative adventures after Life is Strange, of course, and between these and Twin Mirror, which is going to be published by another publisher, this is an exclusive for Xbox and Microsoft systems. It just released on August the 27th, and you can read the review for the very first episode. It's a 3-episode series, and the first episode review, you can read it at your local Gamereactor site. I appreciate that I haven't been following the game that much since it was announced. I think I covered some of the very first details. I really loved that first trailer it got, but I haven't played when it released. And the review you can read is by my Italian colleague and friend Fabrizia, who's going to be playing the chapters 2 and 3 for a full review. So without further ado, I'm gonna be playing, knowing almost nothing about the game, just like you would if you downloaded the game today. And it's only going to be the first episode, and we are gonna be playing for the next 2 hours. So let's go. There you go, just downloaded. It was a bit of a rushed download. But thankfully, Xbox is great when downloading games. It's not what are you telling me? I have to sign in. There you go. No secrets whatsoever to show here. I'm gonna sign in. Anyway, you have the game at your Game Pass catalog. So no need to buy it. There we go again. Game Pass logo. It is the very same art style we saw with Life is Strange, as you can see. It's written notes, photographs, and I think art style is a huge part of what made Don't Not succeed and resonate with fans, in my opinion. The way Life is Strange was contemplative. You could relax, absorb the environment, the art, the sort of the coming out of age sort of environment, the characters, the academy sort of school. It was set in. But of course, it turned into a creepier thriller. It began being like a more relaxed adventure, and then it went nuts. Oh my God, the Mandalorian new episode streaming October 30th for those Disney and Star Wars fans out there. I know we've been having a tough time with or at least most of you, with the last 3 movies. So that's breaking as we speak. October the 30th, The Mandalorian is back. All right, I kind of remember a couple of details about the plot itself and the relation between the brothers. Or in this case, the siblings, and that's one important part of the game, to be precise. Please calibrate your display. Okay, I'm gonna tune it up a little bit for you, for the stream to look better on your screens. So sometimes, if you go too dark due to compression, etc., anyway, for the best signal possible, you can tune in at Gamereactor your local domain /live. We're also present on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch, but best quality stream at Gamereactor. Let's go. Tell me, why is a story-based game? Of course, decisions matter here, and I do expect not style throughout the whole story and the whole game. Even though this looks a bit more mature, a bit darker, I would say. And it looks like they improved the graphics technology they use for the games.
Hey, kiddo. I need to ask you a few questions, okay?
What's up, Andre?
Can you tell me what happened tonight?
Can you tell me why?
I went to show her my haircut. She had a gun.
Take your time.
She freaked out.
It's okay.
No, it's not. It's not okay. My mom tried to kill me, so I stabbed her. I killed my mother.
I'm coming. All right. Right from the get-go, just that cutscene looks much better than Life is Strange, of course. Look at the scale, the detail compared to what we got with Life is Strange. This is all about the connection between the siblings. We'll see. Fully grown up now. Tyler is the first transgender main character in a significant, I won't say AAA, but significant production values title. So that's something to be proud of, both Dontnod and Microsoft. For those of you asking me for the voice acting, of course I'm gonna be playing the English original voice acting. If you are in Spain, I have to say though that we only get the Latin American dubbing for the voice acting for Spanish instead of, you know, Spanish actors. To be precise, is Mexican. Whereas text is available in many languages. So it's a bigger production.
Okay,
if
first,
you
I'm gonna find the keys to the old house. Then I'm gonna drive to Firemead, and I'm not going to freak out. Everything's fine.
Okay, it looks great. Life is Strange was like watercolor drawn in a way. This is really crisp, really clear, colors are better, more detail, and of course it's anyway the same sort of technology and the same camera.
I need to bring this with me to Juneau.
You could spend all the time checking objects to learn about the sort of the lore, the universe surrounding the world of these characters, or you could go like straight to the real deal, to the story moving elements. Close up there.
I should probably get rid of this. I mean, I can stream it anytime I want.
I could spend
makes me happy just to
hours
look at the box.
learning about the characters, because I think that's like the backbone of the whole experience. A little description is shown by pressing down on the D-pad, which I think is very convenient, as in Life is Strange you got this like black screen with full description. I don't know if this is the case with any description you find in this game, but this is like more direct. You see? Full animation for the drawer.
Oh, come on.
This is Allison.
Why do I still have this? Every time I look at it, it reminds me of how very single I am.
Again, pressing down, you get more info. Allison and Bobby, Caribbean Dreams Senior Promotion 2012. Leaf. Okay, we can go first person here. Well, at least move the camera freely and look at
It's gonna be so
all
crazy
pictures.
to see him after all these years.
To see Tyler. There you go.
Michael and Tyler are so gonna hit it off.
These games are all about the characters, the writing,
I should probably check my email one more time before I go. No,
and of
I've already
course
done that 3 times this morning.
how the decisions you make do change the outcome. Fully rendered mirror.
I have got to make solid plans to see the Geminids. I wonder if Tyler'd want to go.
Seems like they've
Hey,
been
wanna freeze
apart
your ass
for
off watching burning rocks fall through the sky?
years.
Oh. Ooh, I can't wait to force Tyler to watch this with me. He's totally gonna hate it. Oh, right. I stashed them down here.
Tell me why.
So that's where you've been hiding. All right. I think I'm ready to go now.
Got the key, which is essential for pretty much any adventure game, I would dare to say.
One more season.
It really looks
What
like
am I even gonna do
Alex's
with myself when it's over?
living room.
Get invested in the lives of probably not gonna see any stars at this time of day.
It seems
I've
more
been practicing
fluent.
since high school. I'm probably super rusty.
Like the pace is better for you to not get bored at looking at things.
Allie, she's gonna be so awkward.
Ali, of course. I'm gonna read that. Okay, so I can confirm that this is the way they show text, and I think that's much better than having this slightly, you know, smoked black screen on top of everything else. This is more dynamic, so you can read, you have the gameplay in the background. Okay, so this is a letter from his sister Allison. What's wrong with email? We're trying to defend, like always, in Life is Strange as well, versus, you know, new technologies. Can't believe you will be out for real in a few weeks. Exactly same as he said. It's going to be awkward. I bet they are going to miss you. All my tires replaced. Blah blah blah. Where has he been?
Can't believe I'm about to leave this room for the last time. Okay, I'm
Nice
pretty much done
hairstyle.
here. I just need to grab my goblin and I'm off. I know most of these by heart at this point.
Songs of Innocence by William Blake. These are,
I
of
wish I
course,
could've finished this
usually
before I left, but God, it was
real
so-
books.
Hey, little guy. You're gonna be reunited with your sister soon.
They do have like these sibling monster dolls, wooden characters.
Bye, Herbert.
And finally, bunch of CDs.
Bummed I have to leave this behind, but the old house would probably collapse if I blasted this inside. Been listening to this on a loop lately. Gonna miss these dum-dums.
These are people. Vaya con Dios. Saying farewell to Tyler. Yeah, exactly. It's 4 languages dubbed audio. Oh wait, this is the letter again. Oh no. So some Aaron has been the best counselor. Outside Fireweed, that's where we are. Thanks, man. He's a good friend. Perhaps something more. And we are in 2015. Okay, there you go. Testosterone. Perhaps he is into his transgender process already. It looks like that.
Denali. I need to get my application ready for next summer.
Tell me why.
You stay here. Educate the youngsters in classic cinema.
There are always a ton of music, cinema, art, painting, photography, references in these games. Again, Trans Visibility March on, March 31st, 2014. So he definitely was into this already. Okay, I think we can leave now. Let's take a look at this. Shit I gotta do. And fight with Youth Center. I think that's where he's been
And I'll be able to say I helped him on his way.
held. Student art to show at Greenhouse. Favorite local venue, blah blah blah.
Is there any way I can? Nah.
Help
that's
Paris
someone
with
else's problem.
with college admission. Essay, blah blah blah. In Aaron. Finish paperwork. Okay, something for Allison. You're gonna.
I just need to pack my goblin figurine. I
Okay.
wonder if Allison still has hers. Hey, little guy.
Didn't pick the
You're gonna be
goblin.
reunited with your sister soon.
Yep.
Cool. I guess I'm totally ready to go now. Man,
Didn't take a
I'm
look here.
excited.
Not much I can see there. They're also into snowy environments at that knot. I really like the graphics. That's the siblings reunited. Should I say sisters already?
Hi, Tyler.
Hi. First time we see each other in 10 years, and it's hi, Tyler.
Oh, sorry,
It's fine, Allison. Hi's a good place to start.
God, it's good to see you.
Likewise.
You have anything else you need to get?
Nope, this is it. My last 10 years in a bag.
Then we should get going. We just have time to make the morning ferry. You look good in that.
Thanks. One of my mentees designed it.
It's really good.
Yeah, he's so incredibly talented. I got a couple of local coffee shops to hang his art.
Tyler Ronan, shaping the leaders of tomorrow.
Yep, we're screwed.
So, you gonna miss anything about this place?
People, I think he was happy with the people, so didn't find any mention
Honestly,
related to the food,
People.
so perhaps I
the
missed
other
it.
residents, my mentees, my counselor Aaron.
And he was
Took me a
so
while
into
to fit
Aaron.
in. But once I did, it felt like home. They made me feel safe. Safe
Okay.
enough to be me.
That's so great. I'm really happy for you.
We planning to drive to Delos Crossing or push?
You are welcome to walk.
Nah, I'll take my chances.
Need one last look or anything?
Looked. Let's go.
Yeah, of course. Because that's something I did myself. Some of these achievements are like, yeah.
No, really. I
Even
am
away.
100% not creative enough to make that stuff up. Oh, and just last week, they had to turn the ferry around because a bear was on board.
No way.
Someone heard a commotion in the back of a delivery truck, so they opened it up. And there was the bear, fat and happy on a literal mountain of empty chip bags.
You go where the food is.
Oh, I can relate to that.
So then what happened?
I'm not sure. I think they couldn't get him to leave, so they tranked him.
Oh, poor buddy.
Lighting is much better as
In
well.
the ass just for getting the munchies.
Yeah, well, you know what they say. Safety first in bear country.
Yeah, but prevention is best. Common sense goes a long way in keeping them from getting shot.
The bear is fine, Tyler.
For now. You hear they've been talking about loosening up regulations on trophy hunting again? Higher bag limits, inhumane ground traps, even bringing back hibernation hunting. What kind of asshole gets off on killing a sleeping animal? I'm not against hunting, but predators play a vital role in the health of our natural parks. What? Why are you smiling? I'm being serious.
Oh, I can tell, Ranger Tyler.
Not yet. But at least I got the school part out of the way.
I can't believe you got a bachelor's already. While I boast a half-completed certificate in accounting from an online college that may have stolen my credit card number.
You'll figure out what you want. You have time.
How are you feeling?
Like I'm about to drive straight into a whiteout and my fog lights are dead.
This really looks like a current gen game. I think
What about you?
Life is Strange was sort of held back by
Whoa,
technical
zoned out there for a second. Sorry.
What's up?
I'm
performance
sorry, I'm
and the way it
trying
was
to wrap my head
optimized.
around the fact that you're right here, standing beside me.
This makes
On
the
our way
art
to
pop
Dallas.
up.
You don't have to apologize. It's a lot. Why did we take the ferry instead of the coast road?
'Cause I didn't want to be stuck in the car with you for an extra 2 hours.
Ha ha.
Move
We
the
have to
camera
take the
around
ferry.
freely,
It's the only way
more
to
or
reach
less.
Delos from Fireweed.
I see. Well, good. I don't think my stomach could have taken 2 more hours of how you handle curves.
I'm sorry. Do you want to take over driving when we dock?
No.
You're gonna have to get back behind that wheel at some point, you know.
Look, I put a fireweed van nose first in a ditch.
Hey, at least you missed the porcupine.
I'm guessing things haven't changed much.
You mean in Delos? Still the capital of East Jesus Nowhere. Can't wait to get out of here.
This is interesting. It's like
Was it
we can
really that
intervene.
Pretty much. But it could definitely have been worse.
Like if you'd been tucked away in a center for troubled youth.
Right.
At least you had Michael.
Yeah. I don't think I'd have survived high school without him.
Bet you're gonna miss him when you move to Juneau. How's he doing?
Good. Good. But I haven't seen him much outside of work lately. He's been busy with his dance and helping his clan organize a potlatch. Is that smoke coming out of Stonehouse?
You can look
That
around.
one over there?
No, the one just beyond it. You know, the one the elders say is haunted to spook little kids.
Oh, right.
Oh, a whole group of us were drinking at a bonfire down at the point and got dared to go inside. We didn't make it past the garden.
Sounds fun.
It was.
So the way you move the camera, the way you can interact with things is slightly different here compared to Life is Strange. I don't know about Twin Mirror.
So, we're really going back there, huh?
To Stonehouse?
Played
I
a
mean,
little
we're
bit
going
of
Yeah.
prequel
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Life is Strange
Think the
2,
house will sell?
which
No interested buyers
was
yet.
as well.
Turns out people don't line up to buy murder houses with no electricity.
At least it's got one hell
Which
of a
was as
view.
well improved
Unlike Juneau.
from
Hey,
Life is Strange
Juneau
1
has mountain
in
views
terms of
plenty. It just also has
graphics and
people and
performance.
fun. You still thinking you might be my roomie?
Thinking about it.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Shoot.
I was told, I mean, after you, well, graduated, I guess, and became a mentor 3 years ago, you still basically spent all your time at Fireweed, right?
Pretty much. There were a few times I tried to go to these meetups for trans people in Juneau, but something always came up. I probably should have put myself out there more, but it was better to be around in case the residents needed me.
So you were free to come and go as you pleased?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
Oh, nothing. Just being an overly invested sister. Curious how you spent your time.
Beautiful vistas. It looks like the guy didn't want to leave the place. Perhaps that's a sort of a syndrome he got after, you know, this
Allison?
shocking moment.
Yeah?
Spit it out.
Okay, you need to promise not to freak out.
What is it?
It's a gift. From Eddie. I know he's not your favorite person, but
I'm sorry. When you said Eddie, I thought you meant Chief Brown, as in the police officer who arrested me.
come on, Ty, don't.
And your adopted father, the man who didn't let you visit me for 7 years.
The Fireweed administration backed him up, Tyler. They thought it was best for both of us.
Yeah, well, it wasn't.
It's a peace offering. And you're the two most important people in my life. Please. For me.
He can't buy my forgiveness with some cheap-ass trinket.
It's a gift, Tyler. You know what gift-giving means in Tlingit culture. And what it means to refuse one.
I don't care. Tell me why.
Exactly.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That was childish. What is wrong with you?
No need to be so dramatic.
I'm the one who's being dramatic. Oh, God.
Did you hear that?
Wow. Definitely much more beautiful.
That was an asshole move.
To put it mildly.
He's apologizing already.
I deserve that. Sorry I tossed the ring.
I'm sorry, too. I just hoped we could wrap everything up with a grand gesture and move on to our perfectly normal lives.
What? This isn't normal? Still your brother?
We'll see that.
Still your sister. Would it ruin the moment if I said I needed to call home?
Yes. Completely.
Sorry.
Go ahead and stop apologizing all the time.
Okay, sorry. Thanks.
I don't understand why Square Enix didn't release Life is Strange on the Nintendo Switch. I mean, the
Hey, it's me.
graphics are
Yep,
much
we didn't
more
die in a fiery
basic and
crash.
it could have
How are
been
you?
optimized to run perfectly fine on that system. Same as other indie
I
titles
wasn't ready to take it.
of the time.
I'm sorry, Uncle.
But they've been reluctant to adapt many
so
of
weird being
their
backwards,
very
bro.
obvious successes. Same as
Very
other
weird.
companies such as Rockstar, for example. I don't understand why GTA 5 didn't get like the Switch treatment to just sell a bunch of millions more.
Yikes.
Hey, I heard that.
Hey, I heard that. Yeah, so these guys into
Hey, man. It's
hunting.
your truck. You do you.
Same to you. Live and let live.
Terrible with guns in the US. What can I say? Beer is my sport. Check my 6-pack. Okay. So you're an alcoholic hunter.
Isn't hunting season almost over?
Almost. draw for one of the last hunts of the season.
Whoa, look at that antique.
You're not one of those odd sixes old and boring folks, are you?
Random comments about guns. This is Allison's. Gotta love the ferries. You take your own car. Took one to Ibiza once. It was a slower and, of course, cheaper alternative. It was 4 hours from Spanish East Coast to Ibiza, whereas the faster option was just under 2 hours, I think. But I got my car to the island, had some party time. I was mid-20s back then.
One day soon, I hope.
Again, you can spend time reading all these. I usually do so myself. It just adds to the lore, and some of them are really interesting and funny.
Hey, Allison, can we take the scenic route instead of the highway?
Materials are much better as well. Look
Allison?
at the reflections.
Guess not.
This is when we leave. So you can take another look.
Hey again.
Fancy meeting you here.
There you go.
There's nothing like the open air.
Hey, you send your application to Denali yet?
Not yet. I need way more experience.
You're not applying to run the entire national park. They've got to have something entry level, right?
Yeah, but I've done no internships, no volunteer work. They probably get hundreds of applicants, and I've got nothing to show.
Come on, you don't know that. Doesn't hurt to try.
All right, let's leave. For now, nothing happened, nothing noteworthy. We've just been introduced to the characters, to their current situations, after 10 years of no meetings. They're arriving to this beautiful snowy area. North of the States. I love that they're not upgraded their tech. I don't know if they can make such a splash as they made back in the day with Life is Strange. I don't know if people are so into branched narrative, episodic narrative adventures nowadays anymore. But I think this is a really interesting title for Xbox and particularly Xbox Game Pass users. It adds a ton of value. It's different to action games, sports games. It is something that you can follow with your couple at night, just like you would watch a series on Netflix or whatsoever. Something's watching. It really looks like the house at the Life is Strange 2's
Exactly like
prequel.
Only faded.
This
Like a Polaroid left on a windowsill.
From the outside, it almost looks charming.
Charm's not the problem. Structural integrity may be an issue.
You think there's a chance whoever buys it will just tear it down?
If someone buys it, they can do whatever they want with it.
You wouldn't care at all?
I mean, there
Would
was
you?
a murder.
Sure. Everywhere I look, I see a piece of one of our adventures.
Everywhere I look, I just see her.
Allison, we could go grab a bite. Start this tomorrow?
No. The only way to get this done is to do it.
Yeah. With the footsteps on the snow.
After you.
Really, really nice looking third-person view. Take a look around. There go my footsteps as well. If you keep walking for a while, they start running. There's much to see around. Life is Strange would have stopped you with some conveniently placed props. This lake is frozen, looking beautiful.
You really want to go out there?
Hey,
No, you're right.
okay. I was waiting for that. Really reminds me of Forza Horizon 4, I think, with the frozen lake. Yeah, in the winter. Frame rate is okay-ish. This is, by the way, vanilla Xbox One, very original, huge, hulking machine I have here. This is another entrance. I don't think I can enter
I bet
here.
there's all kinds of cool things
I
in
can't
there.
believe it's still there.
Okay, let's use the front door.
What'd you find?
Our hidden treasure?
Seriously? How do we think to stash it there?
Goblin secrets are always well kept.
Remember how mad she'd get if we didn't use the compost?
And she always knew when we were lying.
Waste not, or kiss the planet goodbye.
Colleague Juan, he's saying that he changed the style. I wouldn't go as far as saying that they changed the style itself. I mean, it's of course less washed out, less watercolor painted. But in a way, I think they got better technology and they could put more detail, and that they weren't limited by technology anymore, so they could draw these way more detailed textures and better models and more geometry to it, etc. So I do think this style is pretty similar to Life is Strange. It's just way more detailed. She got the key,
Locked.
as far as I remember.
Well, it's a good thing I remembered this.
Yup.
You sure that's the right key?
Yes.
I think something is about to happen,
someone
just
changed
because
the
of
lock.
the time we've been playing.
Who would change
It's almost the
lock
first
on
full
I
hour.
don't know. We're screwed.
So if you don't
Yeah,
want
plan
people
B.
to be drawn back,
Yeah. We find another way in.
okay.
I never
So-
knew a locked door that could keep the crafty goblins out.
Yeah, we had a million ways in and out of this old house. At least one of them's gotta work.
Okay, so definitely the secret entrance we spotted before. I could take a look here. Perhaps the window is another option.
I could break a window.
You know civilized people don't do that, right?
Oh,
But I think that's
so we're
gonna
civilized
be
now?
it.
Well, maybe not. But we are trying to sell this place, and broken windows aren't exact. The crafty goblins. I haven't thought about them in forever.
Okay,
What should I
I'm
say?
like stopping the dialogues by
We almost
moving.
spent more time as goblins than we did as kids. Doesn't seem like the
This
greenest
looks,
source of energy.
Generation, a
Actually,
diesel
have the money for solar
generator.
panels.
My father used to have one. They're noisy as hell.
At least we don't have any use for this right now.
Okay, unless
Remember the
that's
snowstorm in 2004? Marianne had us digging for hours.
this back entrance.
I remember she made it a game at least.
That's right. We made tunnels to escape the ice troll.
Gotta hand it to her. She could make us do anything if she turned it into a goblin tail. It's no good. I can't
Okay.
open this one either.
It's
It's
definitely
okay.
going to be
We'll find
the
another way in.
secret entrance they had when they were young. So let's look. Last one. Nope.
Open
No.
sesame.
Let me guess. It's locked.
Yep.
No dice.
No any other secret passwords?
Yes. Let's try
You
here.
need a hand with that?
No, it should
I
be
couldn't
fine.
do this before. Of course, it was scripted for me to check that the front door was locked. So,
Probably squeezed through.
So we need something to pry it off.
yep.
It's screwed in pretty good. We need a screwdriver.
Really? Screwdriver, perhaps here. Not here,
Can't believe
definitely.
these are still here.
Yeah,
There's-
we should hide them so they
Frog
don't frighten away
monsters.
potential buyers.
Exactly.
At
And
least
creepy.
the shed's still standing.
The shed's still standing, and I
I wanna think
think
about
I
what
could
might
find
be
a
living
screwdriver
inside it,
inside.
Well, better alive than dead.
Ugh, yes. Let's deal with that later. Plenty else to do first.
Really?
At least the shed's still standing.
Yep. I don't want to think about what might be living inside it, though.
The shed's
Well,
still
better alive
standing.
than dead.
Na, 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 na.
Yes. Let's deal with that later.
Hey, it's locked, all right.
Okay, don't repeat that dialogue.
Okay. Should be something in here that'll work.
Yep.
Hey, I see a screwdriver.
Now all we need to do is get inside.
Wait,
What?
feeling something strange.
What? Tell me why. Focus on your bond. Remember, or... Oh, okay, it's like the sort of point cloud of the two characters. So we're gonna replay the memory by this new bond feature. Let's go.
And don't leave this room until everything looks as clean as a whistle. Ugh. This is the millionth time I've gotten in trouble because of you. You and your big mouth.
You were thinking the same thing, you just weren't brave enough to tell her.
What good would it do? It's not like she ever listens to us anyway.
Well, I'd rather scream it right in her stupid face than be a quiet little mouse.
Oh, we forgot the key. We need to put it back.
Maybe we could hide it somewhere. You know, for fun.
Goblins are supposed to help the princess.
Does she
Tricks.
see the same?
Not fun.
I'm only trying not to make her even worse.
Whoa, did that just happen?
I don't know, but I saw it too.
It felt like
really?
it did when we used to share thoughts with our voice.
It did. But that was a memory of us 10 years ago, right? I vaguely remember it happening.
I think so.
Really?
And, that's new, right?
Yeah. We could share thoughts and feelings, but we never replayed memories like that.
That's interesting.
What happened?
They always have this sort of
And why that memory?
I don't know.
supernatural
Pretty eerie.
element to it.
It's weird, but our voice was always a good thing.
And of course they have
could be
this
too.
special bond between the twins. In this case could be useful to find
I'm
the
feeling
key.
something again. Near the barn.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, here it is. This is looking nice.
Hurry! Let's go see the silent frog.
Coming.
Okay,
I'm
this
coming.
we have seen in
What?
several
Stop
games.
sulking. I told you already, I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Okay, guess you don't want to see what I put in the treasure room then.
What? No, I want to see.
For example, very recently in Sea of Thieves.
Guess we know where to search now.
I just have to remember which one is the silent frog.
Just shake it.
No, not this one.
You could also see that with Batman Arkham games, I think. I remember when you used the detective
Damn.
feature.
Where's the key?
Seriously?
Kidding.
Oh, come on.
Okay, sorry. Nice job keeping a secret, buddy.
Okay, we can enter now. Pretty straightforward so far. We got introduced to this memory replay supernatural feature. I played around a lot with Life is Strange's time bending feature. That was really interesting, especially when you wanted to try out what happened if you made a different decision. We don't need this, but why not?
Who left this box here? It looks brand new.
It wasn't me. Has someone been out here recently?
Guess it's your lucky day. Got it.
All this for a screwdriver?
You got a better idea how to get in?
Yeah, well, you can never have enough screwdrivers around. The other day we were playing around with
How did she get
trying
around
out the
these
new
roads with this thing?
She'd rather have broken her neck than spend money on a new one.
new Thrustmasters
Still waiting for those bikes she promised us.
joystick,
Uncle Eddie got me one. but
fly stick,
I hardly ever used it.
and we needed a screwdriver to change the position of the buttons and the stick itself, etc. Because the more you know, pilots and co-pilots main officer uses like right hand. The guy next to it uses the left hand, so depending on how you play flight simulators, you need to tweak that accordingly. So yeah,
Not getting in this way.
we didn't have any screwdriver at hand at the office.
Not getting in this way.
There are other ways inside.
Oh really, it's the back door? And I forgot about that. Come on, I want something shocking to happen. So, oh yeah, I did get the screwdriver. I completely lost train of events here.
At least the shed's still standing.
Yep. I don't want to think about what might be living inside it, though.
What was the
Well,
screwdriver
better alive
for?
than dead.
Ugh, yes. Let's deal with that later. Plenty else to do first.
I was completely thinking about the key itself, not the screwdriver. So now I lost train of thought and the way I needed to use the screwdriver. So, but that's anyway. Gonna talk to her for a tip. And this way we can check out. Remember the 5th of November. What did I need that for? Nothing to see here. No, perhaps it's just for us to remove the secret entrance. Yeah. Okay, some strong beats sounding in the background. For some reason, trying to
You sure you want to go in there?
This was our very first den, remember?
set the scene.
Who knows what lives down there now?
Oh, there is a Last of Us monster, infected creature.
Everything okay down there? Tyler? Oh, that's not funny!
Oh my god.
Then why am I laughing?
Okay, fine. But you're still an idiot.
All right. I'm going in for real this time.
Okay. I'll see you at the front door in a few minutes.
Wait, it was testosterone, so he is a guy now. Of course, I said the thing the other way around, as in he was going to be a girl, but it's just the other way around. So now I recall I said it the other way around. I said it inverted, so that he's now a guy, of course. And you just remember how he was a girl at the very first cutscene. So yeah, what I did say right was that they are now siblings.
Okay?
They were
What
sisters.
happened?
I just hit my head like an idiot.
Is this weird echo?
Where are you?
Ty, I'm outside. But I can hear you in my head.
Exactly. So this is another feature.
It's back.
Holy shit. I, don't suppose you remember how to get to the hatch.
I think so. We'll figure it out together.
So they have like this Wi-Fi connection. They don't need to be close to each other to hear the voice inside the head, even at a distance. So that's why they added this echo effect. I should pay more attention as I'm leaving some details.
Dragons, straight ahead.
Need to go left, I think. Then left again after the goblins.
Goblins, left.
Wow. Can't say I ever expected to see you again. It's been a long time, buddy.
Something here. It's not that you turn it with the stick, such as with Naughty Dog games. Could be all day checking things like this. Read. Okay, no need to focus on these things to read them. We are the crafty goblins. Yes, we are. Okay, so he's
Nope. It was on the right.
My bad.
oh, running out of batteries here. Let me switch them. So he definitely is a guy now, of course. He's got the voice and everything. So that was his transgender process. So it's not like we are seeing him in the future, I think. And that's why he got this testosterone treatment as he was born as a girl. And that's why he's the very first transgender main character for a game this scale. For a major game, we would say. Okay, new batteries. Bringing life back to my Xbox controller, and yeah, she was wrong, so this was the way. Goblin Den Treasure Room. Okay, this was where they used to play, which doesn't sound as advisable nowadays if the house is about to fall apart.
You were right, sis.
Of course. A goblin never forgets where she stashed her treasure.
Pink. It always had to be pink. Marianne grilled us about all these missing dishes, but I found her old kite. I think its wings have been clipped, though.
Rest in peace, brave bird.
All right.
Past the treasure.
Straight ahead.
You know, I almost convinced myself our voice was just another childhood fantasy.
Me too. But we really are connected.
So they sort of had it when they were children.
Mad Hunter. Why am I still afraid to say his name?
He was Mary Ann's creation. She made all the creepy characters.
So they had a little Tim Burton with the family. Okay, this is the way in. Yeah, interesting level design. There you go. It's 5 past 5. I'm playing Tell Me Why on Xbox One, on vanilla original Xbox One via Xbox Game Pass, even though of course we got nice review code by via Microsoft. If you want to learn more about the game, just read our review at your local Gamereactor site. If you want to get more quality, higher quality stream, go to gamereactor.yourlocaldomain/live. The game looks really good, as Isaac Curves 69 says, and I totally agree, because the last thing I played was, well, Life is Strange 1 fully, and then I played a little bit of the prequel for Life is Strange 2. But this looks like a complete overhaul, technically.
Are you okay?
For Donut artists to show their talent, right?
Same here.
So, coming in or what?
Just working.
It's not available in my region, says Isaac Curves. What is your region? Only the first episode is available for now. Next 2 episodes will be available in the following weeks.
Here we are.
So, how do we get started?
We figure out what to keep, what to trash, and see what else this house might be trying to show us.
All right. Another achievement for doing nothing, but anyway, we are seeing the story progress.
It doesn't seem real.
Laundry room.
No lights, no power.
Because we didn't add any diesel to the generator.
We should take down the creepy masks if we don't want
Creepy
to scare the buyers
mask,
away.
I was about to say.
Now you don't want to scare someone with those masks.
Are these authentic Linkit?
I doubt it.
I'm surprised Mary Ann would buy fakes. Mary Ann's room.
Let's not go in there until we absolutely have to.
Okay. Mary Ann was the author for those creepy drawings.
Ooh, this place needs some serious cleaning. Or an exorcist.
Simple house. Bunch of objects scattered around. Take a look.
She pinched every penny. She pinched every penny.
Okay, just the resolution of these notes is really nice for us to, if we want, you just can read it from the handwriting textures perfectly fine. No need to add the on-screen text, even though it might be easier, of course, if you don't understand that handwriting that easily. But I really do appreciate that you can get the real feel for the objects if the textures are high resolution enough. Hey mom, we are sorry. The vase got broke. They are apologizing.
It's still there. I should check our bedroom upstairs.
Both siblings are apologizing. Mom cried so much. I will tell Ollie not to be wild all the time. Who's Ollie? He was mentioned before. We aren't going to do it anymore. We're sorry. Okay? They do look sorry.
What are you reading?
There you go.
A letter we wrote her. To apologize for breaking that stupid vase, remember?
Bore your kids into good behavior. Great parenting strategy.
Old textbooks. Tessa gave them to us, right?
Yeah, she thought we were gifted.
Well, we were.
We were. Just not like she thought. You think she knew we were sharing answers?
We shared for fun. We both knew them all anyway.
Okay, so they did use that connection when they were just children.
I don't remember these.
It's probably one of Marianne's unfinished masterpieces.
There's two of them. Maybe they were us. In some weird way that only made sense to Marianne.
I think all this bashing to Marianne is going to be turned over as the game progresses, as it usually happens. So there's always more points of view and details we don't know yet.
She took so many pictures.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm so embarrassed for us. Mini Da Vinci's we were not.
She saved every drawing we ever did.
There's a couple of these I might keep.
It's cool. I can see this rumble feature even on the original Xbox One controller is so nice. I could feel something was going on just on the triggers. As you know, they rumble differently to both the PS4 or even the Nintendo Switch controller. So you can feel it in your fingers. So to some extent, they were doing some haptic stuff already in this generation. And then I felt this, and it's nicely implemented. And then I can see there is a memory. You can see that sort of magic dust around. So there is a memory I can trigger here somewhere.
I didn't realize how much I missed the smell of firewood.
I miss the cold winter nights curled up here with big mugs of hot cocoa.
Yeah. Marianne was so tired she was usually asleep on the couch.
Ah, that's why it was so nice. No Marianne.
We'd use our voice so we didn't wake her up.
And then we'd be up all night telling stories and watching the fire die. And Marianne was none the wiser.
Exactly, they were using this superpower to communicate silently when they were children.
She was trying to save the planet way before Al Gore made it cool.
Has Al Gore ever made anything cool?
Nah.
I guess she was right about one thing. But you can't really blame anyone for not listening to crazy Marianne Ronan.
Wow. I'm so embarrassed for us. She was always entering photography contests.
Okay, so whatever happened to that magic powder? How can I trigger that memory? I cannot. Okay. Oh, yeah. So it's not clearly shown as before, as we got like guided to the memory itself. So now I have to explore the environment by pressing the right trigger, and now I can see the characters here and press remember.
Mom? About me joining the hockey team? Mom,
Of course, that's Tyler.
Not now. Maybe next year.
She's resting that they call her
Why
ma'am,
and why next
Marianne
year?
instead of mom.
Never.
Can you cut my hair?
Your hair is fine.
But I
You sh-
want to cut it short, really short.
What? Look, I'm tired. And I'm busy. Let's talk about this later.
You always say that.
Marianne said no to everything. Made me so pissed.
She was always on edge those last few months.
Yeah, and completely deaf to everything I was telling her I needed.
She pretty much always said no to me too.
True, but it felt personal with me.
Well, of course, it was personal. She seemingly was against her changing of gender. So it looks like he achieved that by being alone at that sort of school. He was living for 10 years. But it's not like Allison was nice or has a nice memories about her mom either, as they both refer to her as Marianne, and they talk about her sort of maniatic or the things she did never clicked to them, such as, for example, keeping their drawings or these photographies or the way she shaped and sculpted these masks and stuff. They didn't like her, but I'm pretty sure there's way more to
Sure,
her
it's still there.
than
I
meets
should
the
check our
eye
bedroom
for
upstairs.
now. So the bedroom is upstairs, as we were teased by looking up here. There you go. So that's their bedroom. It got me confused that they were referring to her as Marianne and not as mom. So there is way more we have to discover here.
Guess we never had time to complete the collection.
These came out of one of the prize machines at the Becky's store, right?
Yeah, you'd slide the quarters inside on the little tray, and then
Nothing I'm
magically
doing.
out pops a sticker.
Collected a couple of items. You're asking what is the interaction like? It's not much for now. It was like this with Life is Strange.
String, glue, duct tape. The holy trinity of house repair.
Marianne loved having something to fix.
Perhaps we need this later. She fixed
Not the
herself.
part
They're
where it got
very,
broken.
very rude, very mean
Especially we were
to
the
her
ones
mom.
responsible.
I know. I'm just saying she liked to save broken things.
What was she hoping to do with all these jars?
She used to barter for our clothes with home.
Best mom. You think we ever really believed that, or were we just trying to make her happy?
Either way, it wasn't true.
Wow. They really do have a bad opinion about mom.
Huh. This bathroom still smells like Marianne.
Good scrub, and we'll be rid of that too.
What would little Tyler think if he walked in here right now and saw me? What are we gonna do with all her jewelry?
Well, I'm certainly not gonna wear it.
Donation pile it is, then. Handmade soap. Still here after 10 years. Impressive.
You could say that about the entire house.
We were so competitive about who measured taller. Like, we actually had anything to do with it.
And after all that, it ended in a tie.
Yeah, none of that crazy stretching I did made any difference.
Well, she wanted to be a tough guy. She was into gymnastics, sports, I think. She wanted to join the hockey team and look like a boy, like forever, since she had like some memory and put reason to things. So she was really convinced.
What are you doing down there?
What do you think I'm doing? Trying to figure out if anything in Marianne's mess is worth keeping.
Any progress?
Not really. What about you? What are you doing up there?
Even though the old house is coming apart, it's falling apart, I do like the structure. It's really interesting. I would live there with a nice retouch. Some rework here and there. It's a case of loving or selling it. I don't know if I can grab that.
Where'd you come from?
Tale of Two Swords.
If you don't come up soon, I'm gonna take whatever I want from our bedroom.
No way, wait for me.
Bedroom looks lovely, of course.
No, this feels like home.
Very big room, full of things to check out. This is where they spent, what, 8, 7 years together?
Do you copy? If we don't move fast, this whole thing is going to melt. Do you copy?
We're basically walkie-talkies on legs, you know.
Yeah, well, how do you play Ice Road Trucker Assassins without a walkie-talkie, right? Yeesh, Mr. Serious all of a sudden.
Hey, the postcard we sent ourselves from Juneau.
Forever alone.
What?
We barely had any friends. We even had to be our own pen pals.
Looks like that. Look this way. Of course, it's been written, but that handwriting is more difficult to read. I'm interested to see in how good the translation is. We have to remember Life is Strange released
Look how small these are.
originally without translation to other languages, which was a bummer in Spain, as at least we demand Spanish subtitles. And they didn't have that until the game proved to be a success. And then Square Enix added the Spanish languages and other languages as well as subtitles. And here we are now that this game got several dubbing languages. But again, in the case of Spanish voice acting, it was only Mexican and not Spanish actors. But it could eventually get there, I don't know. I think it's a Microsoft decision to make. So we now know who Ollie was, of course.
Whenever we asked for a TV, she'd just bring home a big stack of books.
I think she did us a favor with that one.
Exactly. Why
We may
not?
not agree when we start digging into the HBO back catalog.
We'll see. Ugh. Some of our old toys give me the creeps.
All right. I think something
what I
interesting is
found.
about to
What?
happen.
Only our greatest creation, the Book of Goblins.
Seriously? It was in that chest the whole time?
All these stories.
I had ideas for so many more.
Marianne wrote a lot of them.
Yeah. It's one
Wow.
of the only times I remember her being at peace.
This is beautiful. It's a fully written book with stories, and they created that. They created it together with Mom, and you know the drawings are so nice. Look at that. I would read this to my son, or make him read it. Now that he learned how to. Looking great. I'm not gonna read it now, but I think this is something you keep, of course. This seems like an important piece to the story or to the lore of the game. It's very long as well. Wow. The Mad Hunter, that's the one we saw underneath the house. That's it for now. You can select this as a menu.
Where is it?
You looking for something in particular?
My diary.
You never told me about it.
Yeah. With the way Marianne was, I tried extra hard to keep it a secret. Marianne. Yeah, that day she found out about it.
Okay, so the day she died, she found out about the diary, which perhaps was all about her transgender quest, which she was against. So perhaps that triggered something in the story. And now I can focus on my bond and remember how it happened. There you go. Young Tyler.
Mom, where is it? What did you do with it?
She got rid of it.
I can't find my diary. I know you stole it. Give it back.
Sweetie, whatever I do, it's just for your benefit.
You read it,
Exactly.
didn't you? You had no right to do that.
I have the right to do whatever I need to protect my little girl.
I'm not your girl. I hate you.
You will always be my little girl. And no matter how hard you fight me, I'll fight twice as hard to keep you safe.
Really tough to raise children, even though in this case she was so hard to her.
I don't know how I never saw it coming. She told me right to my face. She was willing to hurt me, to keep me from transitioning.
There you go.
Tyler, there is no way you could have known she'd go that far.
I want my diary back. Her room was the only place I didn't look.
Okay, but do you need to get it, like, now?
Yup.
That diary was important to me, Allison. Writing down my thoughts helped me realize who I am.
Well,
So yeah, she definitely was like
let's go find it.
8 years old, I think. Not older, perhaps 7 years old. She was completely
You think her
committed
room was
to
still
it.
locked?
It always was.
Hey, the postcard we sent ourselves from
Oh
June.
yeah. We checked that. We checked
What?
that
We
already.
barely had any friends. We
Yeah.
even had to be our own pen pals.
Looks very eye-catching from there, so it's there for you to check it out. Look at the decoration, it's so nice. They pay lots of attention to detail. Not artists are great.
You know, if there's one thing you gotta give Marianne, it's that she let us explore our artistic side.
You should have seen Eddie's face when I tried to repaint his car.
Yeah, I bet Uncle Eddie didn't appreciate your artistic touch.
I'd rather you called him Chief Brown if you're gonna be an ass about it.
So much for my dream of being a hockey star.
Marianne thought sports were too aggressive, too competitive, and too group-thinky.
Too group thinky. That's interesting.
How did you convince me to let you put this up?
It was my favorite movie. Back then.
Okay. Is this a real movie? It rings a bell. The missing link. Post-it notes with drawings. That's Really nice art here.
Hey, you. I just found your twin under the house. He's seen
exactly.
better days.
This is Alessandro's.
This one wasn't mine.
Half an hour to go. This is, I was going to say Life is Strange. This is Tell Me Why
Look,
on Xbox
it's
One.
the game we made, Lucian Tramway.
You can play it right now if you
Any
have
sense.
Xbox Game
Didn't
Pass.
stop us from playing all day.
Dude, we were kids. All we needed were rocks and bird feathers.
Okay, so another memory triggered here. I can remember.
Ice King finally caught the hag. His furious voice could be heard throughout the forest. For your wickedness, you will be eternally bound to the lake. What? No way. Quiet, let me finish. You will no longer be allowed to leave. Not even
They look older to me, so perhaps it's 9 years or even 10 years old.
Never again tried to escape.
I don't know, between 7 and 9, I would
What do
say.
you think? Not bad, right? I guess that's okay.
The way they talk.
I would have changed the end.
What? No way.
Ice King. I totally forgot about him.
That's because it was dangerous to mention his name. He was too powerful.
Okay, more play space. And let's check her room, which we were stopped from checking right when we got into the house, just because it was left for the very end, because something is going to be triggered there. So it was here, first to the left.
Hold up.
What?
Remember this?
Unfortunately.
You must solve my riddle to earn the right to enter the princess's sanctum.
Nothing a good hard shove won't take care of.
I mean, yes, we could brute force it, but it might be kind of fun to finally solve it.
Okay, a
We
puzzle.
have different definitions
Finally?
of the word fun.
Okay, well, if we break it, we're just gonna have to fix it for the sale. So let's at least try not to. You have the Book of Goblins?
Yep.
Yes.
Hand it over.
This is interesting. This seems like a different mechanic we're gonna use here, checking the Book of Goblins and trying
you
to
looking
figure
for?
out what to do
The
based
image
on the
door.
clues. That's
Makes me think of a
why.
story from the book, one that Marianne wrote.
You
Exactly.
have a way better memory than me.
As in the book is.
Well, the Book of Goblins was my creation.
Listen, it looks like. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. It just looked like the catalog in Flowers, Sun and Rain. You should look at the catalog with the clues you find in the game world and then try to solve riddles and puzzles like this. This book here was so beautifully rendered and drawn, hand drawn, of course, that I knew that it was going to have an important role for you to.
And you'll never
To
let
do something.
anyone forget it.
And this is very interesting as a mechanic, I would say. It looks beautiful.
Here it is. The one about the princess's party.
There you go. She was inventive enough and
Give
ingenious
it a read. I think the symbols may represent something in the story.
to
First ghost memories, now storybook puzzles.
combine real-world
What a weird day.
drawings and elements with the book.
What a
So
weird
that's
childhood.
really nice for
Touché.
children. Now, after all this talking, let me see if I can solve it. So, Book of Goblins. The frog earns the right to speak. The bear and the princess. The princess's party. Okay. And these I can turn. So it looks like the party, right? We do have a bear, a frog, a pelican, and a deer. check here. Wait. Where's big paws? Here's the pelican. I don't know how it works, so I'm just taking a look around. The moose, that's another character. Where's the party one? There you go, you have all them here. I think I have to read it. And I think that's gonna be the one solving the puzzle, because you have all the elements here with the party. You have the two fairies at the top, I think. There you go. And a torch, a sword, and a bag of gold. Okay, so perhaps it was who joined the party by order of joining the party, right? It really looks like this story. So I can read it, and now as it's a text wall, it does use like the sort of same system they had with Life is Strange. So they show full screen, blacked out gameplay, full screen text. So once upon a time in a deep enhanced forest. I leave you time to read it as well. Pelican was the first one. Organized by the moose. And the owlbear was there. We can try pelican, moose, and owlbear. The thing is, Big Frog shows up as well, and Moose Cart. Oh, this is very long. Of course, there's some meat to it. I don't know if I'm gonna read it fully, but it looks like it really adds some interesting value to the game itself. So it's the stories Marianne used to write for the kids. There are some boxes. Inside the first box, there was a torch. When lit, revealed the truth. In the second box, there was a magic sword. Someone wants to make sure I'm protected. And the third box, there was a bag of coins that always provided money. Okay. Restore the party in a flash, for life. One by one, she gave the animals a hug and thanked them for the presents, the party, and all they had done to help since she'd moved into the forest. And that is how the princess celebrated her first anniversary in the woods. Well, I didn't read the second and third page fully, but I'm gonna try order of showing up, which would be the pelican, the moose, and the bear. So, pelican, moose, bear.
You sure you're gonna be able to crack it?
I need some help. Yep.
I, need some help.
I've got a few ideas.
Okay, I read the story. What was I supposed to get from that?
Look at the wheels. The symbols are the same as the animals in the story.
Yeah. And the princess had to guess who'd given her the presents.
Yes, I bet
Okay.
we have to do the same thing.
It's not order of appearance. Is that she had to guess who gave the presents. So, we need to do more reading. Okay, the bear invited her to ride on his back, promising no wolf would harry her path. Then the animals led her to a fairy glen where a fabulous party had been prepared. Okay. There was a buffet of seafood the pelican had served. So the bear offered his bag, the pelican had served the seafood, and the air was filled with winking fairy lights the moose had arranged. After clouds filled the sky, and the gregarious frog mixed up fish and drinks. So every one of them but the muskrat, the muskrat had done nothing. Every one of them but the muskrat had done something to prepare the party. Okay? I really did not know what a muskrat was. I now know. The princess had a very good time at her party. It's a good time that she forgot to say thank you. Noticing this, the fairies devised a bit of mischief. When the princess went to open her gifts, she found 3 identical boxes at the edge of the glen. Puzzled, she turned back and gasped. The entire party had vanished because you have taken your friends for granted. So this is like the message given by the fairy tale called the Naughty Fairies. We have hidden them from you, but we like games. Guess who has given you? I definitely needed to read this part of the story. Guess who has given you each of these presents, and you'll get your friends back. Okay, so the princess opened the first box. Inside there was a torch, blah, blah, blah. When lit revealed the truth. Someone wants to make sure I don't get lost in the woods. And I always see right from wrong. Which of my friends would give me a gift like that? Okay, so the second box was a magic sword. Will leap right out of the bear's hands to defeat them. Someone wants to make sure I am protected. I think that would be the bear. Which of my friends would give me that? She opened the third box. There was a bag of coins. Who would give what? I think the defending animal will be the bear with his claws so sharp. I think we could just not use the muskrat as it didn't give or arrange anything. And the bear invited him to ride on his back, invited her, so that would be protecting her on her way. So that would be second one. Gonna give it a try. So it could be, I think the second one is gonna be the bear. Who would give the sorry. The torch that revealed the truth. Someone wants to make sure I don't get lost in the woods. Let me try with the... Okay. Yeah. All right, so let's take a look. Oh,
And
nice.
boom, we're in.
Wow. This would have looked so ugly in Life is Strange. So it was the moose, and then the bear, and then the pelican. So the moose wanted to
So many
see,
years.
wanted
Expected this
her
feel
to
more.
see
You know,
the truth.
like a win.
The bear wanted to protect her,
Speak for
and the
yourself.
pelican
I'm the
wanted
one who solved the riddle.
for her to be provided with,
Why do I feel like you're not
Food
gonna
and
let me
clothes.
forget that?
and that was based on the seafood, I think. My conclusion was that.
Where do you think we should start looking?
I don't know. Where in this mess would she stash someone else's personal thoughts?
Look again. The bear was obvious, and then I thought like the pelican would be providing the money just because it had served a buffet of seafood. And then I chose the moose for the first one. So yeah, there you go. I think, of course, there's going to be many of these puzzles based on the storybook she wrote.
Straight in the trash?
No. I bet we could sell it on the internet.
True. Maybe we could sell it to the guy who collects John Wayne Gacy's clown paintings.
Almost 10 minutes to go. We are triggering another memory here. So let me try and activate it somehow. There it is.
I just can't get through.
Okay.
Whatever's going on, they won't let me in. They used to tell me everything. They shut me out, Tessa. They've shut me out.
This is a relative of a friend of hers. They mentioned
I've
her
had
before.
So much on my plate lately, and
She's talking about them, for sure.
they're convinced I'm the enemy, and I don't know why. I need them. I need my goblins.
Yeah, indeed. She's talking about the kids.
Remember now. We heard her crying.
Mhm.
We listened through the door.
Seeing her like this. As if she's still here. It's...
It really sucks.
She was really coming apart those last few months, wasn't she?
Yes, she was. So let me try and find something relevant for the next 10 minutes.
She and Tessa were best friends.
So
Until
there you
suddenly
go.
they
That's
weren't.
the link.
Wonder what happened.
Either Tessa got sick of Marianne's moods, or Marianne got sick of Tessa's judgment.
It's very typical.
So she was standing here, spying through the window, drawing us while we played.
She always had her eye on us.
My entire body just shivered.
They felt observed.
It's here.
There you go.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Do you think she read it?
Of course. She was nosy as hell.
That's Ollie's name in there. And I think this sequence is gonna be key to the rest of the story. Oh, she got propaganda for traditional Catholic families, and also how to raise your transgender child. Sort of
Tyler.
documentation.
Tyler,
What?
look.
She was trying to do it, actually.
What? Where did you find that?
It was on her desk with her papers.
Seriously? Are you fucking kidding me?
Look, we gotta be really careful not to overthink this.
But it doesn't make any sense. She was mad, right? She was mad I cut my hair. She attacked me because I cut my hair.
She was mad and she attacked you. We both saw it.
Then what is this shit?
I don't know.
Of course, there is way more to it that we don't know yet.
Tyler, come here.
She can't do this to me. Not now. When I finally made sense of a few things.
No, you didn't.
Well, that was your first mistake. Thinking the world made any kind of sense. 10 years in the grave, and she's still finding new ways to piss us off.
Yeah.
All right, they're still against her, as in saying she still finds or found new ways to piss us off. But the thing is, she got this book, and she was readying herself to raise a transgender child, which of course is shocking to Tyler or Ollie. That's not even the first full hour of gameplay with Tenley Y. I guess from previous games that each episode will be around 2 hours, so we are or we are. I wouldn't say close to finish first episode because there are many more things to happen, I'm sure.
Are you really, really sure?
There you go, a flashback.
I am. Do it.
Young Tyler. And this is when Allison apparently cut her hair.
Here we go.
Models look beautifully rendered compared to Life is Strange. There you go. Looking like a little boy.
Yeah.
And she got mad at this.
It looks amazing. Really? Yeah.
Really looks like a boy already.
I can't wait to show Mom. She's been so sad lately. More than sad. She's been scary.
A lot of things going on with
It was
Mom.
almost like a party.
Thank you, Allison. You don't have to thank me.
I think this was part
I feel
of-
more like your brother.
This was part of the first trailer, I think.
We look out for each other.
They're
But,
twins, of course, and they're
pretty sure I
connected.
just gave you a really bad haircut.
And of course, Allison knows how he feels because they are connected.
Mom? Mom?
The graphics is much, much better than Life is Strange. Look at those effects. Of course, this is not real time. Something going on at the shed. I think this was part of the trailer as well. She's into something. What is she up to?
Mom? Oh no. No, 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 no. This is wrong.
She's got a shotgun.
This is so wrong. Wait! Stop!
She got scared. We still don't know what happened after that. She was found dead shortly after. This was part of the trailer as well. I remember this shot. Beautiful shot.
Glad we found your diary.
Me too.
I guess she was trying to figure out where you were at.
Yeah, well, she should have asked. I wasn't some goddamn research project. I was her child.
Yeah, but now you're puzzled because she was trying to make it better somehow or to deal with it together with you, so...
About the book.
Raising your transgender child? Do you even know how rare these books were in 2005? Was she trying to figure out how to support me?
Definitely looks like that.
Which,
So
she wasn't trying. She never...
It doesn't make sense. I know. You cutting your hair was what set her off, right?
it wasn't.
She read my diary. She already knew. It wasn't my hair. And if we were wrong about that... Fuck.
You think she read it. It's possible she never even opened the diary, and that things are exactly like we always thought they were.
But if she did, and they aren't...
God, Tyler. Sure. I mean, we could have been wrong. But what good does it do to ask the question now?
You mean other than not having to live with the thought that my mom tried to kill me for being me?
Tyler, I know you want there to be something to find. Something that'll make it all make sense.
We're running out of we're running out of time.
So that's it then.
Only 2 minutes
It's
then
crazy.
left.
Nothing else to say.
She was crazy, but of course, there's way more to it.
Why don't we talk to a few people?
She
who
wants to
know?
move on. He
See
wants
if
to
that book
dig
makes any sense to them.
People don't want
deeper.
to talk about Marianne. They pretend like that night never happened.
It's gonna be tricky to investigate, but they have this link and they have these memories they can replay. So I'm gonna trigger
What about
this
Tessa? She was Marianne's closest friend.
because he's
Let's
into.
ask her about
He
it.
wants to investigate further.
I'll warn you, she's particularly touchy about this subject.
Well, maybe she'll talk to me. I was always her favorite.
Operative word was. But I need to go by the store anyway to get a few things for the repairs.
Great. 2 seagulls, 1 stale hunk of bread.
I'm not sure I like that analogy.
Listen, I know you don't want to keep talking about this.
But you're obviously not going to be satisfied until we do.
Beautiful
So let's talk.
backgrounds as well. All right, I think we're running out of time. I don't know how much is left from the first episode to be over. We've played for way less than 2 hours, I would say. Even if the live stream is 2 hours, I was slow at the beginning. I was checking some objects. I think at least there should be half an hour to go. But I'll leave you with that cliffhanger. perhaps it's about to end. I don't know. And I think that's enough for today. I'm really loving what I'm seeing with Tell Me Why. Of course, graphically, artistically, it looks like a bigger effort. It looks much better. And the technology is there for Not to show their talent, their artistic output. The story is also interesting. It's different. And of course, it's inclusive. And it's the very first transgender main character we've seen for a title this scale. So looking forward to playing more at home as it's meant to be as a series. 2 episodes left to go on Xbox systems as part of Game Pass as well. And if you want to learn more about Tell Me Why episode 1, you have the review by my Italian colleague and friend Fabrizia up at your local Gamereactor site. Nothing more from me today. Thanks for watching, and see you again from 4 to 6 in to be announced dates at Gamereactor Live. Bye bye.